Public warning. This podcast contains explicit content due to the nature of the horror films we are commentarying on, being used for educational purposes, and maybe for entertainment and stuff and things. I'm Chad, and this is Horror Commentary.
Alright, hey everybody, and welcome back to Horror Commentary. I'm your host, Jonas, and just to be honest with you guys, I'm having a little bit of a bad day. But you know what makes me feel better? Watching movies of people who are having worse days. And so this is a perfect time for a horror commentary. Today, we are going to be watching Rings 2017, the new one. I haven't seen this one. Haven't seen this. And did a little bit of research on it, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it a nice big 7%. So it's going to be good. 7% of goodness out of 10. Right? That's how Rotten Tomatoes works. So 7's good. All right. I saw the original Ring years and years ago. What was it, like 2003 when it came out or something? With Naomi Watts. I thought it was really good. Super scary. I love the grudge-looking girl coming out of the well, being all creepy. Basically, I guess that's why they did the Grudge versus the Ring girls, which I actually forgot about that, and I do want to watch that. I think it's a great idea. Movie could be absolute shite, but we'll see. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this started. Rings. Hit and play in 3, 2, 1, play. Play is hit. Alright, we got the stars. Alright. So while we're waiting for this movie to start, how's your day going? It's going good. Oh boy, Paramount. It's all glitchy. Oh, and the Paramount stars glitch in and out of the ring. Getting scared. Oh wow, wow! What a brilliant transition. The stars turn in the Paramount logo turn into someone watching the Paramount logo on a plane, and then the camera moved back and showed we're on a plane. All right, someone's on the plane. He's all sweaty. He's sweaty AF. Plane's hitting some turbulence. People aren't looking very happy on the plane.
Life sucks when you can't sleep.
Oh. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, life sucks.
Sometimes it's good to talk.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
Talk to me.
This is gonna sound crazy, but
I'm ready.
you ever hear about the videotape that kills you after you watch it?
Yes, I have. Thank you for asking. The plane trembles.
Well, I'm at this party.
Okay.
I met this girl from Seattle.
Ooh.
We totally hit it off. The next day, she sends me this video. It says, "Watch me."
Oh no.
I find a VCR, watch it. But the image is so
It's
hard.
not good. Did you see a ring girl? The grudge
Second
girl?
goes over, my phone rings.
And it
This girl
says,
says,
Babadook.
7 days.
Oh, I'm gonna die in 7 days.
That was a week ago tonight.
The girl listening to this story
Ever
is...
since, everything's been strange.
She's listening intently, but she doesn't really know what to make of what this guy is
Let's
saying.
make it to the next 5 minutes.
I think it's hogwash. Turbulence. Oh, it's bad turbulence. His nose starts bleeding.
God, sorry.
He gets up. Flight attendant yells at him. He goes to the bathroom. The woman beside
What is that about?
the...
Cute guy sitting right next to us. It turns out he's a total head case. He
Oh, frick off!
told me about a movie that's supposed to kill you.
She turns and her friend looks closer at her.
Chick calls you on the phone after you watch it and says 7 days, which was...
Oh, sorry. I just knocked my mic over. All right, he's in the bathroom. He's washing his face. Oh, his face starts going all weird. Someone bangs at the door.
tape.
This is the girl who was sitting beside the girl he was talking to.
What is going on?
The stewardess has come up.
I've seen it.
Oh no.
Traffic control, this is flight 77. We have some.
Oh, in the cockpit, the pilot's displays, it's all turning into the ring footage of the well. Everyone's TV on the plane is turning into the footage of the well. Plane is hitting massive turbulence. All the people standing up. The stewardesses and the two girls. Oh my gosh, they fall. There's black liquid coming out of the bathroom. The guy gets up. He falls. He starts running away from the bathroom. One of the girls start running after him. The pilots look. It looks like the plane's going down something hard. All the oxygen masks fall down. The plane is in a free fall. Oh frick, the pilot's door's just open and all these bugs come out. All these flies everywhere. Everyone's all covered in flies. And the girl, oh my gosh, the girl comes out of the pilot's, the ring girl comes out of the pilot's TV. It zooms in on his face starts distorting, it goes all gross. The rings are rings. Right, we're somewhere in a farmer's market. There's a young girl. I think this girl's name is Julia. Julia. There's an old VCR. She looks at it. She sees it from across the way. She walks over to it. Probably gonna watch a Ring movie on it.
If you're not interested in buying, I'd love to take a look.
Oh, it's the guy from Big Bang Theory. I don't really watch it. But it's the guy with the
Technological revolution.
main guy, not Sheldon.
Okay.
What's his name? Gabriel. Oh,
Just talking to the guy.
and his name's Gabriel in the movie.
All this stuff from my family. His son died in a plane crash a couple years back.
Oh no. So this is
Now it's just a bunch of outdated junk.
this is the stuff that the guy on the plane owned who died, and there's a VCR. Therefore, the tape is still in the VCR. So we're at Gabriel's house, Big Bang Theory's house.
Still got some life in you.
He's working on the VCR. Oh, shoot. His hand slipped. He done cut himself with a screwdriver. The tape pops out of the VCR. He looks at it, pulls it out. Who's seen a VHS in frickin' 20 years? He's like, what the heck is this?
Sky?
It says, watch me.
What?
He calls his girlfriend over. Sky.
Got a tape in it.
Oh, so it wasn't Julia, it was Sky, his girlfriend.
To see what's down the rabbit hole?
I'm gonna be late for class.
Yes, I want to see what's down the rabbit hole, please.
Maybe you can tell me about it later.
Okay, she's leaving.
Bye, Professor.
He pops the VHS into the VCR. It's whirling. He's hitting it, trying to get it to work. He takes a sip of a drink. He opens up a little box. What does he have? Is that a joint? He's smoking a joint. As you do. Oh, he sees the TV's now on. It's all static. Static on the TV. He's looking quite puzzled. What's going on this side? He sits down. He's watching. Oh no, the tape's playing. It's a chair. And then, like, hair being brushed. A woman brushing her hair in a mirror. And in another mirror, you see the ring girl fading into the distance. Looks like a horse that's on the ocean. A woman falling from a bluff. So he's watching this. And goes to static. What the heck? Oh, cell phone rings. Unknown number. Hello?
Hello?
Samara says 7 days.
What? Who is this?
You're gonna die in 7 days. Alright, puts the phone down, goes back to his his joint went out. Blows on it, tries to get it going again. Well, there's a little bit of life left in it. He looks at the smoke coming out of it. Oh, there's something crawling out of it. It's a fly. A fly crawled out of his lit joint. Watches it fly away. He's like, that's weird. Fly goes towards the window, and it can't get out because it's a window. So Gabriel gets up, goes towards the fly, and looking at the fly. Oh! He went to kill it and missed. I killed a fly this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am proud to say I am the proud owner of owning a trophy of actually killing a fly with my bare hands. I actually caught it. Oh no, he's watching the rain. The rain is going backwards. The rain is going up the windows instead of gravity pulling it down. Oh frick. The view outside his window keeps changing to the, oh no. Rings. His view of the window kept changing to the footage. All his windows were showing like a big TV screen of Samara coming out of the well. Alright, we're in a nice warm house. It's a nice...
I keep thinking about this story.
There's a girl laying down.
It's like the most romantic story in the history of stories.
Alright, I'm listening.
Well, it's not how we met.
No, it's about this guy, Orpheus.
Orpheus.
His girlfriend dies and he has to literally go down into hell.
I don't like this story.
How come it's always the guy rescuing the girl?
She sits up. There's a boy without his shirt on in the bed beside her.
He finds her, and the devil's gonna let her go on one condition.
Okay.
He has to start
She has to make a pie.
without her. He has to walk away without looking back at her.
Don't look back, pillar of salt if you look back.
To glimpse her and loses her forever. 9th grade,
Oh.
English lit.
You know,
So what's your
Oh, she pushes him down. She gets on top of him. Faces inches away from each other. He relates to him because your name is Holt.
imagine not looking back at you.
Oh, that's so sweet. The alarm goes off. 7:07. They're already awake though.
Because my boyfriend's leaving for college and I promised I'd help him pack.
She gets up. She stands up in the bed. He grabs her. They're wrestling. He throws her down on the bed. It changes. Packing up the van. Looks like somebody's father's helping pack.
You really need all this?
All right, we're bringing a box of fiddly bits to the van. Oh, it's Holt's father. They go into the middle of the street. He exhales deeply, looking at her.
You're doing the right thing.
What are you doing?
Your mom, she really needs you right now.
Are you gonna find the grudge girl? You should probably find the grudge girl.
I'm gonna miss her smell.
Ew. More like miss your stink. You're stank because you stank. I'm gonna vape. They hug.
Columbus Day weekend.
He takes his shirt off.
Tell Tommy
He gives it to her.
that I'm onto him.
He's not wearing a shirt.
He gets a job where you work the day I leave.
She walks away. She has his shirt. Don't look back.
9:30 Skype tonight
Where the hell's your shirt?
Tonight
and every night.
and every single
He sells that yelling over his father's side of the vehicle. She's walking down the street. He sits on the windowsill yelling after his girlfriend, but she doesn't look back. She just holds his shirt. Scene goes to black.
6 weeks, I can't take it.
6 weeks later, that's what he just said. They're Skyping.
Don't live in the same town.
Because you have a beard now?
Sorry, what's your name again?
Shut up.
Oh.
That's my name.
Oh, and some giggles.
Kinda uninspiring.
Oh, he's got some scruff on his face now.
In a biology class, though. The teacher's kind of a badass.
That sounds cool.
All right.
Yeah.
She's in a nicely dark lit room.
A whole week until
Bet she's gonna find a creepy movie.
You're seeing me now.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Holt's
What if I
profile.
start by taking off my hair clip?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
She lets down her hair. He gets all bashful. He says, "What's next?" She starts, oh. Someone just sent me a message. Holy frick! She's starting unbuttoning her shirt, and then his roommates barge in and attack him. And they're like, "What's going on?"
Tonight. So
saw a little lady, but boyfriend's got plans tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, but we can talk.
I think
Oh.
I'm good.
I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Pico en fuego.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Don't talk to you tomorrow.
Oh, man. She's hurt by that.
Yeah, sure.
She wanted to... Oh, yeah. No, she's not impressed with them. They were going to do the hanky-panky over the Skype. But his friends spoiled it. Now she's outside. She's leaning on a fence. She has sent so many messages to him, and he's not responding. It's not good. Their relationship is not doing good. He probably found another girl. Her name's probably Samara. All right, we're in someone's room till late at night. We're in her room. She's sleeping. Oh. Someone's there. Someone kisses her shoulder. Oh, it's Holt. Holt. Ooh, they start kissing passionately, so this must be a dream. He takes her hand in his. He touches her face. Nope. He moves her other arm, holds it down. Uh-oh. This is not good. He's kissing her body. I think she's liking it. I mean, that's hard. There are other hands moving over their hands. She looks over. No, she doesn't. She opens her. Holy frick! Okay. So he was down kissing her belly, and he says, Julia. And then she looks at him, and his face is there, and then a hand goes out, grabs her face, and pushes her back. She wakes up as a nightmare. And now Holt's calling her on the Skypes.
You made good dream.
Where is he?
Who are you?
Where's Holt?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to
There's another girl. Holy frick!
to you. What are you doing on his computer?
Tell him there's no hiding. Tell the dead man he can't hide.
Well, there's a woman yelling at her, and her face is all fricked. It keeps, like,
There's no stopping her.
her face keeps distorting, and the connection is bad. Tell Holt that, and then it ends. She unlocks her phone. She tries to call him. Pick up the fucking phone, Holt. Why do you hate her? Nope, voicemail. She throws the phone down. All right, she's packing her shit. She's gonna go find him. Enough is enough. There was a girl who called him on his Skype in his room. There's no answers. So she is going to fucking find some answers, people. Don't try to hold her back. She keeps trying to call him.
I just had the strangest conversation in my life with that weird girl.
He's still not answering. She's driving. She's tired, though, because it's late. It's still in the middle of the night. All right, next day, I'm guessing. Looks like we're on campus. People walking. We see her strutting down the sidewalk of the campus. We're inside the atrium of the campus. She's walking down the halls. She's walking slow. She is looking for his room. She found it. She found his room. She knocks. Is anyone going to answer? She tries the doorknob. It's open. She goes in. It looks like a typical dorm room from the door angle, or looking at the door. You can see a whole lot. All right, she's going through shit. Going through his drawers on his desk. Cell phone chimes. She's looking at something. She's intrigued. She bends over. She looks. It's his cell phone. It's on the floor under the desk. She looks at it. All of her messages and calls are on his phone. He doesn't even have his phone. His battery dies on the phone. She's sad. She doesn't know where to find him. He's probably with a girl. Class schedule. She sees that on his pin board. So she stands up and goes over to it. The music intensifies. Oh, there's his necklace. She holds it. She looks at it. Oh, it's a key. What is that key for? It looks like a key to a cabinet key. All right, we got Thursday 2 to 3 p.m. lecture, G. Brown,
Science has
calculus.
told us that we are merely the
Or was it biology?
stirring
Oh, it's Gabriel.
Carbon, proteins. We live a while.
Gabriel's the professor. He's Big Bang Theory
Have
guy.
sex when we can.
The students chuckle at the sex joke.
Then we die. When there's no need to take notes on that part. Wait. Hold on, because no one is denying that we
And he's sitting on the desk. He's a cool professor.
some
The kids can relate to him.
not quite accounted for here.
Julia enters the class.
When no one is watching, the particles just
Gabriel goes over to his keyboard and clicks button and go on the next slide.
with an observer.
Julia's trying to find a seat.
Like bullets, passing through one slit or the other.
Oh, talk about slits.
Guys, the immaterial human consciousness has reached out and touched the material.
That's gross.
There is a palpable transformation.
She got in the way of the projector. Two boys turned around and they are Holt's roommates.
Which may account for
She goes to the other side of the room
the sweatier once I've
and she stands at the top of the class. She doesn't sit, she just stands. He turns the light on. They all turn and look at her and laugh.
All right, that's it. Go get drunk.
That's it, go and get drunk. That's not a good thing to tell children to do. These are just children, people. College students. You know how children are. All right, everyone's leaving the class.
Why do you come here? Come on, dude.
She walks over to Holt's roommates. They say, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Let's go." They just walk away. She's like, "WTF, ALK." I don't know what that stands for. What the fricking
I'm looking for my boyfriend. He's supposed to be in your class.
Alistair Lasagna Kermit. That's what that stands for. She's talking to Gabriel.
Yeah,
Where's Holt?
not sure.
Don't know. He doesn't care.
It always takes me until Thanksgiving to start putting names to faces.
Really? Because he was supposed to do some sort of extra credit thing for you.
Uh-oh. Someone's lying.
I don't know. I do know that I have 25 essays to grade.
He's lying. She's not moving.
Listen, okay. It's not uncommon for a new student to find something or someone that's more interesting to them than class.
Oh, boy.
My advice to you, move on.
Oh, he's saying maybe he found a girl. She looks at him with disgust. Why did she aim that at him? It's not his fault. He's just the professor. But you looked at him like, I'm going to rip your heart out and eat it in front of you while it still beats. Right, he's walking away. She hitting a doorway. Now she's following him. Right, he goes to the elevator. He goes in, pushes the thing. The door closes. She walks around the corner following him. She sees he got on the elevator. She's waiting to see what floor he goes to. 6, 7. Stopped at 7. The door opens. She goes in the elevator. She clicks the buttons. The 7th floor. She's going to the 7th floor, people. It's not working. Come on. 7. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. The elevator's not... The key. There's a key. So she gets Holt's bracelet. She gets the key. She puts it in. It fits. She turns it. And hits 7. The door closes. So far, I think this is a really good movie. I'm really entertained. I'm stressed out. The door opens. It's a hallway with a TV at the end of the hallway. So I just threw up in my mouth. Oh, that was gross. All right, she walks down the hallway towards the little TV on a stand. We all know that from grade school. And there's a video camera set up on the TV. We can see her face in the video camera. She looks into it. She's really close to it. She looks down at the TV. Oh, wait. It's She looks The Samara Enigma by Gabriel Brown. That's the Big Bang Theory man. She starts leafing through. There's pictures of terrible things. Oh, it's her. Okay. She is now somewhere else, but we got music playing over the loudspeaker and some disco lighting lightly happening. She's done looking around. What's she looking for, people? Write in the comments what you think she's looking for. Oh no, there was a ring on the projector, like the ring circle on the projector glitching. I don't know what that means, but anyway, she's walking around. People are like, partying. Oh yeah, it's so cool. What's going on? We're partying. Oh frick, there's a bunch of pictures of people's faces on the wall, and their faces are all nasty and destructive. There's Holt's. She sees Holt's picture. Gabriel, he hears Gabriel say, calm down. Oh, she sees it's Gabriel, and she turns around quick so she's not seeing. She hides around the corner and listens.
No! I tried. He's answering his phone.
That's the girl who was on the Skype talking to her. All right, he's taking her somewhere. Julia's following distantly. What's she talking about? There's a bunch of names on monitors in the room they're in, and Holt's name is on there. She's frazzled. He's trying to console her. Everything's fine, darling.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Oh, that's his girlfriend. Oh, shoot. Sorry. So that's Sky. I didn't put that together. All right. So it's the people's names, and then there's a running clock underneath their name. Holt's at 12 hours. Or 12 days. I don't know. I guess it must be 12 hours. She runs into the guy who is the Asian man who is in his dorm.
You called me the other night.
All right, Julia runs after Sky. Sky's trying to get in her car. Julia stops her.
You're the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Where's Holt?
He's dead.
I can help you.
She's speechless. But you have to watch a video.
Something first.
Oh, bitch. Don't do it. Oh. All right.
You live here? Yeah, fine arts grad program.
We're in Sky's. Oh, Sky's done locking the door. She puts the keys in her pocket. She gives Julia a weird look and then walks into the other room.
Holt even here?
Holt even here. She puts her phone on the nightstand. Ew, there's a creepy doll face beside her laptop. 7:02. She's got to do it quickly. Julia's just looking around the room. There's all this weird, gross art everywhere. Like dolls' heads that are broken open and worms coming out.
Just painted the ceiling.
Careful where you step. Ew, she said just painted the ceiling. Julia looks up. There's all black swirls and like paint splotches all over the ceiling. That's gross. All right. Julia goes over. She sees something. There's a painting. It's Holt's face. Sky's phone's vibrating. Julia's right there. She picks it up. Unknown number. It's Holt, new number. Julia starts texting. I'm trying to find you. This is Julia.
He's not avoiding you.
Nothing's wrong. Okay.
He's just
Julia, where are you? He says. Are you at Sky's? 7:05.
I want you to watch something and then you'll understand.
Don't do it. Oh no, she's copying the ring experiment. Don't watch. He just said don't watch.
Is that my phone? You're lying.
Oh, Sky grabs her and throws her against the wall. I need you to do this. Sky's nose starts bleeding. The cell phone starts ringing. She runs. She locks herself in the bathroom. Sky tries to break in.
Julia! I need you to help me. Holt watched it. We've all watched it.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. She's trying to break in, but she can't. High-pitched squeal. Oh, because her time's running out. And this is the exact 7 days. Her nose is bleeding, and on the computer screen, we see the well. She closes the laptop, she throws it on the floor. She throws it across the room on the floor. She's looking at it, she's breathing heavy, blood smeared. The alarm goes off. 7, 10. A look of fear is etched on Sky's face.
I win, bitch.
A TV goes on behind her. That's under a tarp, a cloth tarp. She starts ripping out the cords. The TV goes off. Ripping out like the cable cords. She breathes heavy. The TV comes back on. She's terrified. She runs over. She rips the tarp off. It's the footage of the well. We see something rising from the well. She starts ripping out more cords. They're all connected to the wall, so she's ripping out the staples. The TV flies off the wall, smashes face down on the floor. Julie is hearing all of this, but she can't see. Because she's in the bathroom, taking a pee. No, her ear is against the glass of the bathroom door. Oh, a light comes on from the TV face down. Sky backs up terrified. Julia listens. The heck is going on? Water starts flowing from underneath the TV. That's not a good sign. That's a sign of a demon. Alright, the TV starts to lift up, and a hand comes out from under the TV. The TV lifts up even more. There's someone crawling out of the screen while the TV is face down. Samara is there. She comes out of the TV screen. She's now completely in the room. The TV leaning against her back. She stands up. The TV falls face down. She's in the room. Sky falls backwards, knocks over a tray. Julia's listening. She crouches on against the bathroom door. Samara is walking towards Sky. Her skin is all glitchy and wet. Samara bamps across the room. She's closer to Sky. We can see part of her face. It's right next to Sky now. Sky's terrified. Samara looks up. Her eyes meet with Sky. Sky's face goes dark. She screams, and everything's quiet. Julia, in the bathroom, looks through the keyhole. She sees the floor is all wet, the TV lying on the floor. Oh, frick! Samara's face right at the keyhole. Now she can see Samara's form on the other side of the frosted door. She looks at the lock and the knob. The knob starts turning. Julie is against the other side of the bathroom, panting heavily. The door swings open. There's no one there. It's just Sky sitting in a chair. Looks like her hand's wet. She gets up. She runs out of the room. She tries to open the door, but it's locked. Sky locked the door. She looks over. Sky is sitting in a chair at an awkward angle, head down with her hair over her face. Julia's done freaked out, and so am I. Julia starts walking towards Sky. Sky's skin looks all gross and wet. She walks closer to Sky. She reaches out to get the keys from her coat. She reaches into Sky's pocket. The keys are stuck in her pocket. Holy frick! Sky's head turns and her eyes are rolled back and her mouth is all open and gross and distorted. But she's definitely dead. She opens the door, halts right there. Tell me you didn't watch it. She's dead. She's dead. They embrace each other.
Gabriel sent me.
Oh no.
I'm supposed to watch a video.
Oh no. Another kid came up. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm supposed to watch a video. Gabriel. Alright, we're outside. Holt's on the phone.
Gabriel,
He's calling Gabriel.
do you know about Sky?
Sky's
I
dead.
know someone put a picture of her online. Everyone's dropping out.
Wait, do I still have a tail?
No, you don't have a tail. You evolutionarily evolved past the tail. You know what I'm saying, though?
I'm gonna find you someone, I promise you that. Just stay where you are.
Okay, so obviously, what's going on is there's a whole society. Oh, frick! On Gabe's computer is the face of Sky, and it's all nasty. Right, we're in a hotel room
That's what he told Sky.
with Julia and Holt. We're gonna be fine. That's what he said to Julia.
I'm really sorry that you had to see that. But I can't let you get caught up in this.
I think
Okay.
it's a little too late for that.
It's too late. It's too late to apologize.
12 hours after Sky. You're supposed to help each other through it.
Help each other.
You gotta help each other. Where have you been this whole time, Holt?
So were you and her?
No.
Oh, God, no.
Gabriel said a few of us were going to be chosen for this experiment.
Oh, no.
I just heard the way he described it. That we could prove the existence of a soul.
Okay.
Of life after death.
You can't do that, though. She doesn't know if she believes
I know
him.
It sounds crazy, but I'm just...
She puts her hand on his mouth.
The tape is the doorway. to the
She
other
walks around the room. He goes over to her. He spins her around.
Die.
Because you didn't watch the video.
You have 7 days before you die. You just watch the tape and make a copy and show it to someone else, and then you're fine.
Oh, but does that really
Gabriel calls
work?
it a tail.
Oh.
Her tail just didn't show.
So we're supposed to pass
The
on a
tail
sentence
tail
to
didn't
someone
show?
else.
Yes. It's kind of like It Follows. Except instead of making someone else watch it, you
How
gotta
could
bang
you be
somebody.
involved in this?
How did you get caught up in it? It was an accident. She looks at him disgustingly. She sits down on the bed. She rubs her lips with her hand. He's really serious. She starts crying. She can't trust him. This is all whack. She puts her forehead to his forehead. Holds onto his hair. Alright, much later, we're on Julia's face. Very close up. Looks like it's dark. She's probably lying in bed. Yep. She looks over. It's 2:34. She's lying beside Holt. I had a burp. Oh, she looks at Holt's back, and there's a bruised handprint on his back. Hey, listen, it happens, people. It really, like, don't worry about it. It happens. The bruised handprints on everybody's bodies. She leaves the room. She goes into another room, and she walks in very sneakily. She sees a computer with a USB flash stick on top of the computer. She opens the computer. She puts in the flash drive. Holt file comes up. Whatever you are, you gonna get got. She opens a file, Ring Experience Holt copy. She double clicks it. View, full screen. She's now watching the video. The ring, it goes to static. There's rushing water with subliminal message of a woman brushing her hair in a mirror. There's a fly on the screen. Oh, something gross coming out of someone's mouth. Tree, a dead bird. Oh, frick! A centipede. A ladder that falls. And a well. Someone pushing their finger down on a nail, and and their fingernail pops up. That was one. Sorry, that happened a little bit earlier. The phone rings. She gets up. She moves towards the phone. It's the hotel phone. She picks it up, puts it to her ear. Samara says 7 days. She takes the phone from her ear, and she's in a completely different room now. She trembles with her breathing. She's in a room with chains and a crucifix over a door. There's banging on the door. What the heck is happening? This never happened before that I know of. She reaches her hand out to unlatch the door. What the hell is going on? She lifts the lock. She slides it. Oh, frick! She's back in the room. The phone burnt her hand. The phone fried.
There was a room. A door.
Holt's there, by the way. A phone is ringing. Sorry, I thought that was my phone. It's Holt's phone. He answers.
It's Gabriel.
Okay.
Well, listen, I've got a tale for you.
He's got a tale for Holt.
Not for me anymore.
All right, because Holt knows that Julia watched it. Why the hell did... All right, they're driving now. It's raining. She's holding her hand. He said, you know why I haven't answered your calls? Probably because the demon's trying to call him. Oh, he's trying to protect her. That happens, people.
Had a solution for me. It would have been fine. I would have been fine.
He would have been fine. He's going to figure it out. He's Holt, right? Holt. All right, we're driving under an overpass. Somehow, it is still raining on the windshield while driving under an overpass. Oh, frick! Something hit the windshield. He slams on the brakes and turns. It cracked the windshield.
A bird.
She looks. There's nothing there. The windshield isn't even cracked.
There was a bird.
Oh, she going loopy. Yeah, the windshield. She gets out of the car. She starts running down under the underpass. She's looking for the bird. Wings fluttering. There's a bird.
I told you there's a bird.
Oh, frick! She goes out to get the bird and there was a truck coming. He pulls her back just in time. She hugs him. He hugs her. She hugs him back. The bird is gone. Samara.
But I saw it.
Samara, people. He hugs her. You're just a crazy lady. All right, they arrive somewhere. And it's still raining. It's pissing down. She gets out of the car. He gets out of the car. We're walking somewhere. All right, we're walking up a couple flights of stairs. Wonder if we're going to Gabriel. We are going to Gabriel. Gabriel pours himself a glass of the old elk. All right, she unwraps her hand where she got burned from the telephone. Gabriel chuckles at something. He takes a drink.
You know, I could show you some research that would suggest the opposite.
I'm all ears, buddy. You give me anything you
She's
got,
marked
buddy baby
on
boy.
day one. And it's different.
Oh, you see her hand? There's little blisters in her hand. It looks like Braille.
It's happening fast.
All right, he's thinking this through. All right, he's scanning her hand on a scanner. All right, scanning the mark. It looks like Braille. The bubbles on her, or the burn mark looks like Braille. Spirit needs to find a new home. That's why we pass it on.
Then I saw a picture.
Of what? Was it a Facebook picture?
This guy's face.
Oh, shoot.
You
Okay.
saw it too.
Yes, she did see Sky's face too.
You want to survive, you make a copy and you show someone.
Why do you have to
No
make a
one's dying
copy?
because of me.
I'll tell them how it works.
And so what? The cycle just continues?
What do you think survival is?
Just make a copy.
Why do you have to make a copy?
Decide what to do with it later.
I don't understand that. You can't just show them?
Please.
You literally... Well, I guess it's a whole lot easier now in 2017 than it was in the original Ring when there were still VHSs. That must have been really difficult back then. Did they have to make a copy back then? All right, she goes to a computer. She clicks copy. Ring experience, Holt. She stops. She backs up. She's not going to do it. You have to do it, Julia.
Whoa.
Oh,
What'd you do here?
Gabriel sees something. Unable to
Version
copy.
Won't copy.
What do you mean it won't copy?
Oh, she did copy it. I didn't hear the click. Holt goes over to the computer.
Your file size is larger than the original. How can that be?
What?
Go through her copy.
All right, we're going through her copy of the
What was that?
video.
Go back. Look, right there.
Maggots?
Bird.
But that's the bird she saw.
I told you in the car I saw that bird.
It's in the video that she watched. Holt and Gabe look at each other. What does that mean?
It shouldn't be there.
Oh no.
I need my equipment.
All right, Gabe's going to Gabe's equipment. It was really weird how he said that. I didn't like it. All right, a glorious shot of a building. Looking at Julia, she's looking at pictures on the wall. She's playing with her fingernails. A bunch of old newspaper clippings and articles, and Sacramento Valley accepts missing girl. That was one of them. Island community refuses to allow missing girls burial.
These weird gaps in the digital code.
All right, she goes over to Gabe and Holt.
We get these ghost images like your bird. I mean, we're talking 1 or 2 frames still.
All right, so we're going through the video.
There's video data condensed in the still frames.
Whoa.
A video within a video.
Yes.
Well, there is now.
All right, he clicks on the TV. Sorry, I'm full of vapes tonight. Like I said, I got a bad day, so I'm gonna be doing the vapes. But I'm definitely feeling better watching this now, people. There's something about horror.
Together.
Can we all just have a moment and just appreciate horror?
I think it's intended for Julia alone.
Look at me.
All right, we're just gonna figure this out,
I
people.
watched it, but we can't let it be for nothing.
Okay, so we gotta figure. We're gonna beat Samara. Their faces they touch foreheads. They look deep into each other's eyes. Nope, he turns. He's not looking at her, but they hold hands. We're gonna do this.
Put it on.
She turns to Gabe. Gabe clicks the button. She watches the video again. The ring, there's a fire. A fire egg turns into a corpse. Birds, the bird dead on the ground that she saw. An old church. All the hymnals flying inside the church. The pews are levitating. Pages. There's a box. Looks like a fetus. Dead fetus twitching inside a box. She's
Tell us what you see.
squeezing Holt's hand. There's a woman in a dark room.
A clock.
Okay, a clock. Oh, the pendulum is swinging. Then the pendulum stops and the shadow keeps swinging. It looks like a flood in a graveyard. Oh, there's a girl that's bamfing. A bird cage, a snake eating its own tail, ants. I don't know either. An ear with ants crawling around it.
A burning body.
A burning body. A door in the middle of nowhere. The door opens into a bright light. Samara standing there, and it goes to static. Her pupils undilate.
Sorry.
She wipes a tear from her eye.
What was it?
only images, but I can't explain how it felt.
Okay. That's, not vague.
Fire, cremation. Those are images that have never been on the tape before.
Huh.
You know, primitive cultures believe that the only way to free a soul is to burn.
Only way to free your soul is to get lost in the rock and roll and drift away. All right, she gets up. She goes over to the pictures on the wall.
I saw this.
All right, one of the newspaper clippings of a church.
I traced it to a town called Sacrament Valley.
That's where they buried Samara.
That's where we need to go.
All right, we're gonna go there, people. The phone rings. Is it Samara? Gabe goes over and answers the phone. Hello?
Hello?
What does it say?
Thank you, Jamal.
Oh, that was gonna be Samara. He turns around to them.
The police are on their way here.
Why?
You're coming with us.
The police want to ask me questions, Holt.
They think you killed Sky.
But you didn't.
I hope if you learn anything from an education, it's that more than one theory can be true. I didn't kill Sky. And
There's
I
only
did.
one person. Oh.
But the cops don't deal in such ambiguities.
Oh, he said that very
My research. Everything
Big
that's
Bang
known about
style.
the tape is in there.
He hands Julia a book.
It'll be more of a help to you than I can be.
I think you're a great help. As long as you stick to the scientific
And never
jokes.
quite measures up to his work.
And you make sure you go and hang out with Penny after this. All right, he's getting in his car. He's going to go meet Penny and Sheldon. He drives off. All right, now aerial shot of a forest and some mountains, and we're on the
It was
road.
on the tape. They were her story.
Holt and Julia.
She wanted it to be heard.
I just want to get lost in the rock and roll right now. I'm not kidding you, people. I just want to drift away.
No one knew where she came from. Or
All right,
who
scenes
she
of.
was adopted, and they realized that something.
Oh,
was in
frick.
that
It looks like ring footage scenes. There's an orphanage. Oh, the footage of the mother putting the bag over the daughter. The daughter, her eyes open up.
At the bottom of the well.
She sees the rock being put over the top of the well, which creates the ring.
Years later.
And they brought her all the way to this town?
Yeah,
Why?
because it got a barrier. Oh, because Naomi Watts. No, I have no idea. I have no idea, because I want to get lost in the rock and roll and drift away. Sacramento Valley, city limit population 254 people. All right, she's looking through some of Gabe's stuff, and there's like postcards and pictures. There's a woman on the side of the road. She's pregnant. She looks at her. Oh, a flashback of Samara. That girl. Holt doesn't see her. She looks in the rearview mirror. The girl is gone. They cross over a train track. And we're looking at a bed and breakfast house. I could go for some breakfast right now. Even though it's 7:07 at night. Go for a nice big old breakfast. Maybe some pancakes. A big old slab of butter. And some Canadian maple syrup. All right, they walk into the bed and breakfast. There's a cat on the counter, the register. Cat jumps off. They walk in. It's very old-fashioned looking. A lot of old antique stuff everywhere. All right, we ring the bell. The door opens.
Hey,
Someone comes in.
there was no light outside. Do you have any vacancies?
No. The woman looks at him and her. 2 rooms. She says 1.
Cash only. Checkouts at noon. It's an old house.
Ghosts.
Walls are thin.
Oh.
Don't mind the cats.
She's thinking they're going to do the hinky-pinky. Julia's looking at pictures on the wall.
Excuse me, who's the girl in this photo?
The one in the middle there?
Yes.
Why, that's my niece. Beautiful, isn't she? People say we look
No,
just...
I'm sorry, I meant the girl with the violin.
Oh, the woman's offended that she's not talking about her niece in the middle of the photo. Evelyn,
I think I saw her.
Samara's mother. The woman's like, what the frick are you talking about?
That's not possible.
She's been dead for
She
20 years.
disappeared 30 years.
30 years.
Does anyone know why?
No. And I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh, this lady's a bitch. Just be nice to the young couple.
Where's the church?
Well, it's not a church anymore.
It's it's been refurbished into a bingo hall. Nat. All right, they go into the church. There's a bunch of people sitting in a circle. No pews anymore. No pews in there. Looks like they're having a meeting. Go ahead now, raise your hand. Julia walks around. I think it's like a A&A thing. There's pictures on the wall. She's looking at the pictures. There's flashbacks of the church and the water over the cemetery and the pews and hymnals levitating. Holt's looking at the pictures too. No one's talking to them. Looks like there's a leak. Julia walks into a room where there's a leak in the roof. She's watching the rain pitter-patter on the floor. She looks up, and there's Samara. No, just kidding. There's the church bell. Water's dripping off the church bell. Cicada. Holt's looking at some pictures. Week of the cicada. These are all old clippings. Holt goes after Julia. He says, Jules, we better go. Holy frick. He opens a umbrella, and now they are protected from the rain.
Don't let it kill you.
Awful young to be here. Don't let it kill you. He goes over and talk to the man who just said that. He's an old man with a big old mustache and a toothpick.
Been 13 years.
Oh, birds fly over the church. A big flock of birds. Just a flock of birds. Shout out to Coldplay. She follows where they are. Okay, she remembers a flock of birds, and there's the cemetery.
That's where they wrote
Holt comes up to her.
the cemetery.
She's followed the signs. She's in the cemetery. All right, what are we doing? Cleaning up tables? Oh no, it's Gabe. He's getting rid of all his shit. Putting everything in boxes. Taking everything off the pin board. He's gonna burn it all. Wait, he looks at something. Braille. He feels like it's like Braille. He looks up. He thinks. Puts it in a box. He goes over to the scan of her hand. It's still on the printer. He looks at it. He's thinking. Wait a second. He goes to his computer. Starts hitting buttons. Starts clicking clicks. What do we have here? He has a determined look on his face. He turns around. He grabs his cell phone. He unlocks it and dials a number.
Come on, pick up.
Come on, baby boy, you better pick up. Calls Holt. Wow, no surprise, no answer. Jeezums, I know people like that in my life, and that's not a lot of fun. You try to call them. All right, Gabe's figured it out. He's gonna go find them. He has determined in his Gabe's little teeny tiny brain that it is Braille. And there's something on her hand that's Braille. And I think he knows the answer, but he's not going to tell them over the phone. All right, Julia and Holt are in the cemetery. The cemetery. We're looking at tombstones. P.S. I love the cemetery. I walk there every single day at lunch for an hour. Listen to creepy books. It's a great time. Love cemeteries. So peaceful. All right, she's walking over to a big stone wall of memoriams. She's looking at it. All cracked and it's all old. She looks at one. She stops. She looks down. There's one with the cross removed. And she remembers back the ants walking in a cross pattern. This is it. This is it. She gets right up next to it. She puts down her umbrella. She touches the stone. She gets close. She puts her ear up to it. There's indistinct whispering coming from that spot. Oh, and a centipede crawls out of one of the holes where the cross's nails were, the nails that held the cross to the thing.
She's in there.
Okay, we found where she is. Inside look, we see the light coming through. We're breaking it down. Got a crowbar. We broke through. We look inside the tomb. We're inside the tomb, looking at them, looking inside. There's nothing there.
Someone moved her.
Who did it, though? All right, we're looking. Oh, there's something written on the wall. She. S-H-E. She. Julia goes inside the little tomb.
What are you doing?
That's a great question, Holt. Thank you for asking it.
There's writing.
Okay. She will. This is scratched. Find. Is it find? Please don't tell me it's find. She will find you. Someone's been here before. She's fully inside the tomb now. She will find you, Julia. Her name is She looks back. The tomb closes. It's pitch black. She's panting. She takes her cell phone light out. She's banging on the entrance. She can't get out. There's something, a noise behind her. She turns around. She's pointing her flashlight. Cell phone flashlight. She looks at her phone. The Ring video starts playing on her phone. New scene. Samara is right behind her. She doesn't know. There's chains in the video, and now she is chained. She's being dragged further into the tomb towards a well. She stops at the cusp of the well. She can't bring her arm back because of the chains that are leading her into the well. There's something in the well. Holy frick! There's an arm. She gets pulled back. It's Holt. She's outside of the tomb now. She looks. It's just normal tomb. She saw something though. Holy frick! There's a dog.
We were just looking. I know who you're looking for.
There's a man there with a dog. The dog is angry. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Thank you very much. All right, he's leading them somewhere. Leading them to a house.
What did you find?
There's a blind man. I know the blind man. Blind man's name is Burke.
That's new.
So, middle-aged man, dark sunglasses, hence the blindness, I imagine.
I'm Galen Burke.
Galen Burke.
I watch over things here.
Good. Glad.
So to speak.
So to speak. Oh, 'cause he's blind. I get it. Blind man make a funny. All right, we go inside the house. Man with the dog walks away. We're now inside the house. Holt's looking around at shite. There's a violin. Looks at the violin. Looks at some other stuff.
Not much, but I wasn't expecting company.
All right, he's bringing in I think he's bringing in a tray of tea. Whoa. He just freaking put his king in the chair, spun the chair around. Now he's sitting down like he owns the place, which he does.
So,
There's a picture of the Virgin Mary on the wall behind
for
him.
the girl.
Yes, we are looking for the girl,
I
Samara.
find it interesting that you managed to find her grave even after the marker was removed.
That's how I knew it was her grave, because the marker. He is blindly peeling an apple.
Vision. An image of that grave that led me here.
Okay, I'm tracking with you so far.
Inside the grave, I saw a vision of a well.
He's listening. He's all ears.
Vision.
He's still peeling his apple.
So, you want to know about Samara Morgan?
Oh, her last name is Morgan.
Her priest
I knew it.
was very active with the community back then.
How long ago was this, though? Talking about a priest, very active with the community.
Arresting.
She was denied a resting place. You know why? Because she's a demon.
Security isn't meant for the dead.
Oh, this is.
Because we paid mightily for this act of charity.
Okay, what?
It was as if God
That doesn't make any sense at all.
wanted us to be rid of her.
It was like as if God and the flood.
But
They didn't want her there.
let myself believe
I think I may not be understanding any of this.
she was trying to tell me something.
She's trying to tell you you're blind.
Was pulled to that grave.
Oh,
She showed me
great things.
things that no one should have to imagine.
Listen, buddy, I can imagine a lot of things.
And then I went blind.
So he never saw any video. That way,
So sorry.
he is immune to Samara.
It brought me peace.
Peace of mind.
You priest.
So that's what you have to do. Someone says, watch this video. Take both your eyeballs out.
Buried in a potter's field.
She was buried in a potter's field just north of the town.
Forgotten by all.
Let's go look for her. Holt's like,
Yeah, get out of here.
Listen to me.
oh, they look at her.
There's nothing about that girl that's worth being curious about.
The fact that I'm going to die.
It's through.
Why?
Because you watched a video.
Because you think you were chosen for something?
No, because she watched a video.
Having a vision doesn't mean you know what that vision means.
Naomi tried to end it, and she ended up just being the mother. Is that not right? Isn't that what happened? She needed her mother, and so Naomi, Samara said to Naomi, hey, you're my mummy now. And then the curse went away, and now it's back. He's feeling her hand. Oh, he shook her hand, but he's feeling
Put this mark on your hand.
the burn on her hand. Oh, that makes sense. She looks down at her hand.
Careful. You hear me?
He's like, who put this mark on your hand? Because he's blind. He can read Braille. And Samara put Braille on her hand. Everything's coming together. I am finally understanding this movie. All right, we got... Oh my gosh, it's raining again. Thundering again. There's a roadblock. The police are stopping him. We're going to talk. What's up?
Closed. There's been an accident.
Oh no.
Turn it around.
Okay, sir.
Oh, that's the... She sees the woman where the accident is.
Julia.
Julia gets out of the car. Holt gets out of the car.
Where do you think you're going?
The police officer stops Holt, but he doesn't stop Julia. Julia is running towards the woman, the pregnant woman. There's a tree across the bridge, water everywhere. It stopped raining. Literally, snap of the fingers. The woman's now gone. Julia turns around. There's a car upside down in the ditch. Oh, it's Gabriel's car. She goes over to the car. He's still inside. He's not moving. His eyes are closed. His face is all bloody. He gasps. She calls for help. She's trying to help Gabriel. She grabs his hand. He touches the mark on her hand. She says, tell me. He can't. The power line falls right on the car. Holt throws Julia out of the way just in time. Oh, but he's being electrocuted, trapped inside his upside down car. He stops moving, his face full of burns. He's dead. Typical happened. All right, much later, she's still at the scene of the accident. She's looking at her hand. She's thinking. Holt walks up to her.
He was coming for a reason.
Yeah, he has a bag. Was it Holt's bag?
He wanted to tell us something.
No, she wanted to tell us something.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
This girl has something to do with Samara.
Oh, the pregnant girl that she saw that made her run over there and find Gabriel All right, we're in the, I guess the B&B, bed and breakfast. She's looking at the TV, a blank TV.
Feel her pain.
She sees her reflection.
Suffering.
This is Julia we're talking
I'm
about.
sick with it, and it's getting worse.
All right, she lays down her tired, sleepy little head.
You sleep. I'm gonna get us something to eat.
Oh, I could go for something to eat too. He leans over and he kisses her on the lips. He gets up. She's gonna go to sleep. Puts his coat on. He looks at her with his hand on the doorknob.
Figure this out.
We're gonna do it together. He leaves the room. He's gonna go try to find Burger King. See if he can get a Junior Whopper deal. She turns over on her back. Thing on her side. She looks at her phone. He left his phone, or is that her phone? All right, Holt's walking downstairs. He's looking at some of the old pictures. He's in the lobby, at the front door, cash register and everything. Breakfast at dinner, back in 1 hour. Help yourself to some snacks. She left some snacks for them. The mean old lady left some snacks. Julia looks out the window. She sees Holt walking down the road, trying to find that Burger King. Julia is now watching on her phone the Ring video again. We can't see the video. Now we're watching the video. She pauses it. She's thinking. Oh, she looks up. The bell that she looked at that was dripping in the church, and it's glitching and showing the ring symbol. So there's something important there. Holt walks into a restaurant. There's a bunch of people in there. A bunch of older people. Sign says chicken and ribs. All right, there's the woman of the bed and breakfast. He sits down beside her at the bar. Well, kind of breakfast bar. Woman doesn't know it's him. He looks over at her.
So, what is that? Chicken or steak?
It's both. She looks at him and chuckles. She eats her meal.
I don't mean to be rude, but
He's gonna be rude.
the girl is friends with your niece, the one who disappeared.
She is looking at him and then looks away.
Can you tell me a little bit more about?
She doesn't want to talk about it. She puts her hands down on the table. She looks at him. Julia, she's out Star Trekking. She's at the church. She's got her flashlight. She's gonna fucking figure this out tonight, boys. She goes up to the front door. It's locked. What do you expect? It's freaking 3 o'clock in the morning. She looks out a window. She finds a rock. She down breaks the window with a rock. And she jumps in through the window. She's now inside the old church. We're looking around with the big old nasty flashlight. There's a table with some refreshments. All right, she goes over where the floor is wet from the dripping bell, church bell. She looks up. Is there something in the bell? She's thinking. She's looking at the floor. There's a crack in the tile. She bends over. Hollow tapping on the tile. Tapping is normal, but on this tile under the bell, it's hollow sounding. So she gets her little fingers in there and she starts prying up the tile that's broken. Oh! Jesus. Freaking knocked my mic over again. Literally pissed my pants. Alright, we're ripping up tiles. Oh, there's a little handle. And a lock. She unlocks it. She pulling on the lid that's under the tile or something. She opens it. She looks inside. Can't see what she sees yet. She puts her flashlight in. We're back at the restaurant. We don't know what she saw.
Through the church music program.
Talking to the owner of the B&B.
But she was the most gifted.
Are you telling her?
People used to
She's
say
telling
I was
him.
Good for this place.
Telling him about that girl.
Gone, and that'll be that. I guess there's certain jokes you shouldn't make because it happened.
Don't make jokes. She did disappear, just like the town of Derry and the clown. It.
Just vanished.
Okay, so with Julia, she just walked down a chain ladder. The floor has about a good 1.5 inches of water. There's sheet music on the floor, submerged in water. It's a whole bunker down here. All right, she's looking around. There's a plate and a fork. It's old. There's a sweater in the back of the chair. Oh yeah, everything in here is just old and nasty. She's breathing a little heavy. Refrigerator door, it's broken. Holy frick! There's a snake in the water. But there's no snake. She looks over, there's clothes and a bird cage hanging up. That bird cage is in the Ring video. And she looks down, she looks at the clothes.
The priest.
Oh.
He kept you down here.
Oh, he was trying. There's something behind her. Oh my gosh, it's a girl eating the food. She slowly turns around, she looks. Nobody there. Oh, it's like a displacement, literally a ghost, a displacement of time. There's creaking. What is she here? Where's it coming from? The camera's panning around her. Everything is coming like Harry Potter, Arresto Amora, or whatever. Everything's going back to normal, looking like it's young and brand new. The wallpaper's all fixed. The candles are lit. It's actually a really, really nice environment. Oh, there's a noise. She turns around. There's a locked door with a crucifix above it. A locked metal door. She starts walking towards it. The banging is coming from the door. Okay, this was her dream. She's terrified. She's walking towards it. Her eyes wide as saucers. And saucers are super wide, people. She goes over to the latch. She pulls it open. Breathing heavy. She opens the door. It's dark inside. We can't see anything. We're on her face. We don't know what she sees. Alright? She aims her flashlight, clicks it on. Holy frick, a girl runs at her! She falls back. She sits up. Nothing. Just a nasty ass room with a crickety ass bed. Rickety ass, I mean. She goes into the room. She's exploring the room. What's going on this side? There's chains on the floor. She looks at the bag. The bed's old and nasty. No sheets, just a rickety ass comforter. There's scratch marks on the wall in 5s. Maybe days this person's been there, and there's a lot. There are a lot of scratch marks on the wall. Probably a couple 100 days. She feels the scratch marks.
34 weeks.
34 weeks. How long is 34 weeks? 52.
8.5 months.
That's probably about 8.5 months.
You were pregnant.
And there's also scratching into the wall, help me. Julia keeps looking around the room. Sarah, Sally, all these names are scratched out. Says Samara.
You were Samara's mother.
She's trying to find names for the girl.
The police investigated for 6 months.
Oh. So it was
Tamara felt quite
Naomi Watts was trying to figure out
The priest.
the to be the girl's mother, and now we're figuring out the mother.
Although he isn't a priest anymore.
Holt talking to not since he went blind. The priest, not since he went blind.
Excuse me.
Oh, Burke.
Mr. Burke!
Burke is the priest.
To talk to you.
He opens the door. She's at his house. Who is it?
Boy's not with you.
No.
What's wrong?
I think I understand my visions. The things she's been showing me.
Nice glasses, bud. How do you see through 'em?
I need to know about the priest.
He is the priest, Julia. He says, come on in. I'm going to make you a big of tea, and I'm going to put this little pill inside.
Sort of took it out of him.
No, he makes her tea, but he doesn't put a pill in it.
There was a girl here
That I know of.
who disappeared. I've seen her.
Julia's seen her.
Evelyn Borden.
Evelyn. That's her name. Borden. Julia sits down at the table.
She was kept under the church.
How do you know that?
It was like a prison.
She
There were
was
things
possessed.
marked off on the walls. 9 months. She's Samara's mother.
Oh.
From the day she was born.
I didn't put that together.
And she's still suffering now.
In death.
I think I understand it.
Because you
This
are
curse,
Evelyn.
this, it will never stop.
She talks about
until
her.
she's free.
She opens her hand with the braille on it. She hears a noise. What's that sound? He kind of cicadas. Oh, the thing about the cicadas. He stands up. There was a newspaper clipping about the cicadas. He gets up. He walks away. He's going to freaking attack Julia. He's not really blind. Oh no. He's feeling something. He opens a drawer. There's a bunch of Bibles in there. Julia does not look comfortable. He closes the drawer. We don't see what he got. What does he have? He's wrapping something around his hand. Is it one of those prayer shawl things that exorcists wear? She looks at him. She doesn't know what to make of it. Bell jingles. Holt's back. He gets the picture of the girls. There's a man in the background. It's Burke. A young Burke. He runs upstairs to go to the bedroom to find Julia. She's gone. Back in the house with Julia and Burke.
What it's like to be guided by visions.
Oh no, something sinister is gonna happen here.
To be certain.
He chuckles. He's slowly walking around the room.
Father. A child. It's gonna change the world.
He's the father of Samara.
See,
He's getting closer to her.
she didn't take my sight. I did.
Oh, he takes off his glasses. Oh, frick. His eyes are all clouded. He pushes her against the table, holding her head down to the table. He lifts his little stick as if he's going to hit her. He's close to her face.
Father, you kidnapped Evelyn.
Yes.
The night that I laid with her, I heard them. The cicadas.
Evelyn,
She's still your
what's Julia reaches for the teacup. He can't see. She hits it on his face. He falls back. She runs. He stumbles. He has blood trickling from his forehead. She tries to get out, but the door is locked. Cicadas are on the window. She tries to open the window, but it's nailed shut. Oh, she cuts her finger on the nail. She tries to push the door open. She left a bloody handprint on the window. He starts turning off all the lights in the house. This is frigging Lights Out, which I have not seen yet. He walks. Oh, the clock with the pendulum that's swinging. She has a little flashback. With all the lights out, he walks into the room. She's leaning on the floor against the piano.
You're the 12th, Julia.
He still has his little prayer shawl. Oh, people have tried to figure out Samara.
Close to bringing her peace.
He's saying no one else has got this far. She has to move her body as quietly as she can to get out of his way. Because he's walking around the room.
Julia.
Where are you, Julia? I can hear you breathing.
Hurt me. Because I can't see her.
That's good. She gets up.
But you, Julia.
He's listening for her.
Hear your every...
Oh, frick! He hits her in the leg with a stick. He just turns around and throws a stick and hits her in the leg. She's under the piano. She's crawling out of the room. He's going to be done coming after her. Holt is running. Where's he going? He falls. He trips on something. The cicadas are chirping. He looks down where he fell. There's just a bunch of bugs crawling out of the ground. Samara is coming for him. We don't know that yet. She's trying to climb upstairs. Her leg hurts. Burke comes up the stairs behind her. He's throwing his stick around blindly because he's blind. He's not hitting her. She's crawling just out of the reach of his stick. She falls with her back against the wall. He's right in front of her.
You remind me of Evelyn.
Because she's supposed to be... Julia looks up. There's cicadas.
She was trying to kill our...
It's not a wall. It's just tarp. He's at the edge of the stairs. She pushes him back. He falls, he grabs her hand, and then he falls all the way down the stairs and stops abruptly, not moving. She sees his legs from the bottom of the stairs. Holtby goes to the door. I'm guessing it's Burke's place. Pounds on the door. Julia is in the hallway. Eerie music starts playing. The lights flicker on. But he turned off all the lights. There's no one there. There's faint whispering. Oh, there's a door at the end of the hallway, and behind the door is the flickering of the well footage. The well moment, I guess, is the best way. The lights go out in the hallway. She looks around. She pulls her cell phone out of her pocket. She turns her cell phone flashlight on. Shout out to technology, people. She moves forward, limping because of when Burke hit her leg with his stick. She looks around the corner of the door. She creaks open the door. She looks, there's just a chair in the middle of the room. There's more bird cages. What else do we got? Just a lot of bird cages. Flashbacks of the footage with the bird cage. There's a paper covering plastic tarp covering something. Holy frick! She pulls it. There's a break in the glass, and there's cicadas all over the window, and they're crawling in. There's sunlight coming through. Oh, it's a flashback of something. The sunlight is hitting a mirror. She goes over to the mirror. She opens it up. It's a cabinet with a mirror.
What are you trying to show me?
It's empty. Her nose starts bleeding. She wipes the blood away. She looks in the mirror. Samara's behind her. She turns around. There's nothing. Holt, outside. He looks. There's blood on the window. That's from Julia's hand. He puts his hand against it like Spock and Kirk's last moments. Back inside with Julia. She goes over to another mirror. She looks at it. Her eyes are wide open. She picks up the mirror. She moves it aside. The wallpaper's all nasty behind it. She pushes her hands out. She touches the wall. A bit of her blood trails on the wall. She picks up an object. She's gonna hit the wall. Oh yeah, smashing. Holt has broken into the house. He's right by the piano. Julia is smashing bits of the wall. She's breaking through to something. Holt hears her but doesn't know it's her. She's trying to rip the plaster that was behind the mirror. He's walking through the house. It's all dark. Turn some lights on first, people. Holt's walking through the house. Where Burke had fallen, all that's left is his prayer shawl. Burke is somewhere in the house. Holt picks it up. Oh, there's a shadow behind him. We see the back of his head. Oh! And Burke hits Holt, and Holt falls to the ground. She breaks through. She finds a skull behind the plaster she was breaking through. She breathes heavy. It's a full skeleton. It's Evelyn. We see someone come up behind her. It's Burke. He grabs her and throws her across the room. Her phone falls and starts playing the Ring video. He picks her up, he slams her on the floor. He gets on top of her, takes off his prayer shawl, and starts strangling Julia with the prayer shawl. Cicadas start flying into the house, and there is water coming from Julia's cell phone, and it's the footage of the well, and Samara is exiting the well. Cicadas are crawling on the phone. Samara's getting closer to the screen. Julia keeps flashbacks of the scenes in the thing. The cicadas are all over the phone, piling on top of it. It looks like Samara may be coming out of the phone. Julia can't breathe anymore. Everything goes black. Water gurgling. Samara dead in the well. She says Julia's name. Samara's eyes open. Julia's eyes open. Samara is coming out of the cicadas that are all around Julia's phone. Julia is being strangled by Burke still. She tries to reach an inanimate object to hit Burke. We see Samara slowly rising. He turns, she can't see. Oh frick, she looks into his eyes. He can now see. He screams. Samara takes his life. He falls, his eyes are all fricked and his mouth's all crooked. Holt gets up. He has a nasty wound over his eye. Julia can finally breathe again. Holt bursts into the room. All right, he's with Julia. It's not over. Julia looks behind her. They both look up. Evelyn's bones. All right, they're outside. A massive fire, and they're burning Evelyn's bones.
What could that have felt like? To be feared by everyone who's supposed to love you.
They're saying this to each other. They look at each other.
You were never afraid of her.
Yes, she was. They both look into the fire. Julia kneels down,
You're free, Samara.
looking at the bones. Be free. The scene changes. We're back in a bright room, back at the beginning. Julia's in bed and Holt's there too. They're back home, they're safe. The shower's running. Julia's taking a shower, feeling the hot water against her skin. Holt's still in bed. He takes a deep breath. He looks at something. He picks it up. Gabriel. 1 voicemail, 6 new calls. What the heck? Gabriel. Voicemail.
Holt, it's Gabriel. I don't know if you're getting these messages, but I figured out the mark on Julia's hand.
All right.
Come find you guys.
He's now going through some of Gabe's books. There's a piece of paper, a nasty, dirty piece of paper. He opens it up. Oh, it's the picture that they scanned of her hand. Julia in the shower. She turns off the water. She looks at her hand. There's just some dry skin. She picks at it. Oh, she starts peeling the skin away, the dead skin, but there's a lot. And the skin underneath is all white and veiny. All right, Holt's putting in a Braille translator, trying to figure out what's on her hand. She steps out of the shower. She puts a towel around her. She looks terrified. She starts coughing. There's something in her throat. She retches. She bends down. She's coughing. Holt's putting in the last of the Braille. He clicks enter. R-E-B-I. Julia starts pulling something from her mouth. It's hair. Hair that's been down her throat. Holt's putting in the more letters. Julia's just pulling hair upon hair upon hair. She pulls it out. There's a hairy knot at the end.
When we die,
Flashback to what Gabe is saying.
I'm telling you.
Oh, Spirit tries to find a new home.
You were never afraid.
These are all flashbacks.
Because you had a vision doesn't mean you know what that vision means.
What's that vision means? Oh, there's something coming out of the knot at the end of the hair. It's a cicada. Julia breathes heavy, looking down at it. She grips the sink.
You have no idea the hell that you
We're panning up.
on the world.
It's her face in a clouded mirror. Samara, when she was a girl, saying sorry.
It won't stop.
Her eyes are black. Back to Julia. Behind her, it flashes the scene from the ring. On Holt's computer, it just starts downloading attachment upon attachment of the ring video. It's hitting send to everyone on the computer's contact list. Julia's looking at her reflection. Holt rips out all the cords to the computer. People are responding. This is a freaky video. Oh no, they're sending from Julia's computer. The Braille translation is finished. Rebirth. Julia's face. She wipes the mist on the mirror, and it's Samara's face. And that's it. All right. Good job. Good job, Rings. So, all that to find her, Samara's mother's bones, give her a proper burial. Samara finally finds her father, who's blind, gives him his sight back, just so that he can look upon her so she can kill him, and then inhabit Julia to live again. Why did she have to live again? She already was killing people. Rebirth. I don't get that. And then Samara sent an email to everyone in Julia's contact list, sending them the video saying, watch this. Okay, hold on. I don't get it. Why rebirth? What needs to be rebirthed? Samara's already there. This was all about her mother. Right? Oh man, I'm so confused. I literally do not get... Well, I mean, it was entertaining, I guess. But I'm just confused as to why it was rebirth. Because who needs to be reborn? So it flashed back to little tiny Samara, and she said it won't stop. Okay, so it's not going to stop. But Samara was chasing people this whole movie. It's not like she had gone anywhere. Nope, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the ending. Julia, okay, no, it was filmed in Atlanta. 7 days. Okay, the story is a ringer, but the scares don't really linger. Yeah, it rhymed. Yeah, I don't get it. The Ring story may not be... I'm sorry, I'm just reading some reviews. The verdict in conclusion: The Ring is not so much a horror movie in this round, but a mystery film about uncovering the origins of Samara. While the cast is decent, the story is mostly thought out, and we have some answers, but still didn't feel like the Ring series we've come to know. Looking for a movie scare the pants off you. Sorry, this isn't the film to do it. I do agree, I was not scared during this film at all. Maybe one scene when her face was all fricked at the beginning. And you can probably guess, we truly don't recommend this one for the theaters and employers. Wait until it comes out. Rentals. Only people who might enjoy this in theaters are those who really care about the story element of the movie. So if you're a huge fan. Anyway, okay, so I just don't understand this. So I missed something. So that's on me, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, I mean, it was entertaining. I was entertained. I wasn't really that scared. In the beginning, it was a little scary, and then Samara was just nowhere. And then it was kind of like being chased around a house and just disturbing images. So it wasn't really that scary. I would probably give it maybe I was entertained. I did yawn about twice. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 10. It wasn't the worst, but I just don't get the ending, like rebirth. I just don't get that. Anyway, shoot me a message on Twitter or SoundCloud, and let me know what the heck that means, because I don't get that. And it's probably obvious, and I just missed something. Anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Rings, 2017. What a show! What a movie we just watched. Could have been better, but wasn't bad. And I'd still recommend it. Yeah, that's kind of the movie where you can say to your boyfriend or girlfriend who hates horror movies, you can watch this with me, because it's fun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. My name is Jonas. Chad's going to tell you where to find us on the social medias. You can also go to YouTube, watch a video version of this. Coming soon. You can still go on YouTube and watch, but I'm definitely going to be soon adding a video version where you actually see my reactions. I film myself watching these, and that's going to be on YouTube. So jump over to YouTube Horror Commentary Podcast, and that's where you can find that. For any more information of the social medias, Chad's going to tell you a couple, but there's always horrorcommentary.com. All right, thank you everyone so much for listening and watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Horror Commentary. Follow on Twitter at JK Horror Podcast. On Facebook at facebook.com/horror commentary. Or for more information, go to horrorcommentary.com. I'm Chad. See you next time. Bye-bye.